Rob Cummins reporting for duty. How are you today? Today, I want to talk about your ideal day. This comes from the Coaching Institute, and the ideal average day exercise. It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. How does that sit with you? And this exercise is designed to assist you on getting clear on what it is that you want. Because I think we all know that we know a lot of things we don't want, and it's much, much more common to find people, you ask people what they want, and they say, well, I don't want to be broke, I don't want to be, unhealthy, I don't want to be fat, say, or whatever they're going to say. They know what they don't want, but they don't really, seldom does a person know what they actually want, exactly what they want. Like what they want to experience in life, who they want to be with, who they want to become. So this exercise it's like, we think we'll think life will get better when we get something we haven't got now. Like when I get a new car, when I get a new home, when I get a new partner, when I get a new partner, whatever it is. But the fact of the matter is, people who are really, really, really successful, we all want money, and we all need a reasonable amount of money to have a reasonable sort of life. But people who have, made millions, billions, some of them, a lot of people realise once they get there, they think, is this all there is? I've got all this money and I'm miserable as, I have no fun in my life, there's no joy. And I haven't even got anyone to share this with. Either that or I've got all this money and it's taken me so much, I don't want to share it. So you're there on your own, not enjoying, not having any growth or joy in your life. So what it really is about, it's about the experiences that we can have in the magical moments, the time capsule moments, the meaningful life that we can have that turns us on, that really, touches our hearts. That's what we're really, 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 really after. And, it's those time capsule moments, and maybe it's different for everybody, obviously, but, time with your family, could be reading, a hobby like, playing the guitar, or, I don't know, croquet. If that's your thing, go for it. Whatever it is, whatever's ideal for you, like being with your friends. Some people want to be with friends a lot, like entertaining and stuff, and other people, they want to be on their own. They want to be left alone. Or it could be sports activity. You might join a running club and, kill two birds with one stone. But whatever it is for you, whatever that is, the question to ask yourself is, what is my ideal average day? A day which, if I was to live it every day, I would never get bored, I'd never get sick, and I would never hurt anybody. I'd just be loving life. Because as it is, we have two versions of ourselves. We have a superficial, surface level version of us, and that is who we put out to the world. Could be who we want the world to think we are, or it might be living up to other people's expectations and, trying to be who they want us to be, which is a recipe for disaster. I can tell you from my own personal experience. Goodness me, trying to live up to other people's expectations, thinking that I had to, God. And you're not, even if you were successful at doing that, you're not going to be enjoying yourself. You're not going to be loving yourself because you're not living the life that you want. So this exercise is designed to get you back in touch with your core. And you just answer, I'm going to give you these questions and make a few suggestions as I go. But you can take half an hour. If you know your stuff, you can take half an hour to do this, or you might take half a day. And, it's whatever's good for you. I know, like when I do it, there's no way I can do it in half an hour. because and stuff falls out of your head, and you can go back over this exercise whenever you like because other things come to you. So that's really, really, really useful. So this is the core identity exercise. Where would you like to live? You know, like people who live in the bush. This happens where I grew up. You know, I grew up over in the bush, and not in the bushes. And but so it was the what most people did there was, you know, the successful people, when they finished their life there, they would retire to the coast. It didn't always work out well because, you know, they leave all their friends good behind, and but you know, so you might want to live. For me, like at the moment, I like living by the ocean. I've lived a lot in the bush. For me, you know, like I would like to go, say, to a place like Byron Bay just to experience that. It'd be fantastic. But I love the ocean. I love the, you know, there's so much serenity with that, you know, like that you can just be part of on a daily basis. I know you can do that if you're in the bush, if that's where you want to be. That's fantastic. So whatever it is for you, what would your house look like? You know, some people want, you know, massive, massive houses. Only 2 people living there, but like there's enough room for 10. But that's what they like, plenty of room. And, you know, some people want it, do you want it furnished, like, you know, very minimalist, or do you want everything in there? Maybe you're into antiques, or you just love having stuff and you just want to fill it up. I know from my own personal experience, again, doesn't matter if I've got 2 rooms or 22 rooms, I'll fill it all up. So for me, a smaller place is better. It's less to look after, and it's more sensible for me because, you know, I've got to scale down. That's one thing you do, because the clock is ticking, and I've got more. I've had more yesterdays than I'm going to have tomorrows, but I want my tomorrows to be just as much fun. So it's a good way to look at it. You know, do you want an ocean view? Do you want a mountain view? What is it for you? What do you have for breakfast? Is it healthy? Like me, I have yogurt, muesli, fruit like banana, mango, love mango, nuts, eating healthy for life, you know. Then I might have avocado on toast with tomatoes, you know. I just love eating that sort of stuff. It's fantastic. What do you want to have? Is it bacon and eggs? Don't know. Trying to think. Pancakes. Is it a pancake? Do you love pancakes? So long since I've had one. I do love pancakes, but it's so long since I had one, I forgot what they were called. What's the view? You know, like, what's the landscape look like? What do you want? Do you want a mountain view or an ocean view or both? Or do you just want to be way up in the hills on your own, away from everything? Maybe you've been working in service industries all your life, and all you want to do is get away from it, just have a bit of peace and quiet, get away. What is it for you? That's no good for me because I like to be around where there's a bit of action going on. Not saying you can't create action up there, but, you know, whatever you're looking for. You know, I know you're not looking for what I'm after, but I just love immersing myself in nature. So, what's the conversation? Positive? Are you adventurous? Have you got gratitude? You know, how can we make this the best day ever? How can I give my best and share my wealth, share my experience, share my time? How can I help? How can I be the best that I can be and really feel fulfilled because I'm getting involved the way I want to? Then, what does the mundane look like, you know? Like someone's got to clean the house. Well, maybe you've got somebody else to do that for you. Well done. Congratulations. But you still, you know how you want it. Maybe you want it organised and minimalist, you know, everything orderly and just have such a beautiful, welcoming place, you know, but you're an action taker, so like you get that done. Whether you do it or you pay someone else, it's looking good. Congratulations. Well done. Well then, what do you have for lunch? This is stuff that, you know, it's simple stuff, but it's great to put a bit of thought into it. You know, if you know exactly all you know, but maybe you've never written, maybe you've never actually written it down and looked at it. So, what would you spend the first half of your day doing? Like, you know, would you do the more stuff that's not enjoyable? Get rid of it out of the road first, like eat your elephant first, do the most undesirable thing, but the thing that really needs doing, that's going to give you the best return on investment, whatever that is, time, energy or money, whatever, however it is for you. Do the important stuff first, you know, stuff that's really, that it's got to be done. You've got to be done. And you get that out of your road, then your day is like, you know, you're coasting for the rest of the day, thinking about tomorrow, what you're going to do tomorrow. So, for lunch, what do you have for lunch? You know, I love salmon, healthy salad, veggies, with a cup of licorice tea, oh yes, with my baby, the woman of my dreams, or colleagues, you know, discuss where we are, where we want to be, what if we still want to achieve in our lives, what do we really want to do, what are we here for, and what do we do all day? Spend the day living life. If you had, who are your friends and what do you talk about? How you can do it even better, yeah? All the people, be with people who go and lift me up and want the best thing for themselves, and they want the best things for me. They want to be there for me, you know, someone that I can tell people how I really, really feel, and they can feel that with me and understand me and, you know, just be there for me, look out for me as well. So I can do that for them as well. And what do you do all day? Well, you just, every time you, like for me, I want to be present, and it doesn't matter where I go these days, I see someone who's, you know, got a severe handicap or maybe homeless or so unhealthy or whatever, and I just feel I feel empathy for them, but I just feel so much gratitude for what I have. And I'm not here trying to say that I'm, you know, an amazing man, but that's just how it happens. That's how it happens for me now. I didn't always see that, but you just never have to look. You only got to look, you know, over there, and there's someone there who's really, really struggling. And so what have I got to complain about? So, you know, it's, you know, what can I do how can I improve my life and help other people to improve theirs? You know, being loving to those close to me for sure. And what are our colleagues? What are our colleagues like? Are they responsibility taken, moving and shaking, potential reaching, their life living, talk, you know, they're walking their talk, they're dancing and romancing, they pull their weight, they're achieving, they're loving, they're caring, they're sharing, they're generous, they're empathetic souls, and they're fun to be around because we all feel good when we're doing stuff and being grateful, and yes, especially being grateful for who we are, who we've become, and for all the help that we've had along the way. What are your colleagues like? They are, just like I said, they are moving and shaking, responsibility taken. We love it. And so what do you have for dinner? For dinner, well, I'm the sort of guy that can have salmon twice a day. It's just my favourite thing, with rocket and avocados. Or maybe, you know, a lot of people like eating steak. I do. So I'd have a steak and vegetables. I love vegetables. They're just ordinary old boiled ones is good enough for me. I like bland food. What is it for you? I am waiting for the weather to cool down, and it's almost there, and I'm going to be baking vegetables. I do love that. So what are you going to have? You know, we want to eat healthy, and it's fuel for our body. whatever it is for you. You know how you are, how you feel, what you love. And what about the bigger stuff? What do you do for personal fulfillment? Love everybody around me. You know, I'd be out there speaking, inspiring, travelling, meeting people, sharing my journey and my wisdom and my resources and the lessons that I have learned from all the freaking mistakes that I've made in life, all the things that have cost me dearly. So we cannot stop somebody else from, feeling, or, it's the butterfly, what do you call it? The butterfly effect. I tried very hard to do things so my kids wouldn't feel the things that I felt when I was growing up, which was so terrible. The terrible things. I had some good things too. I'm not saying that, but I made the mistake of, trying to make it so they could avoid those lessons. But hey, I realise now that was a big mistake, because we have to make our own mistake for ourselves. But I'd be out there helping people to fall back in love with themselves, to nurture themselves, to create opportunities that give them a real sense of worth and purpose, to live the lives that they really want, to become who they want to be. So what legacy would you leave when you just fill this in, put as much detail in as you can, colour it up as much as you like. What legacy would you leave? Maybe you might want to reach 1 million people with your record. Plant your message in their psyche. Share your wealth of knowledge, with your kids, your grandkids, people who have no hope. Maybe give them some hope and inspiration so they have got hope and aspirations for their purpose and dreams and, a fulfilling life for them. Everybody's different. Whatever fulfills my life, would bore the hell out of somebody else. That's for sure. So I'm not saying, do what I want to do. Not at all. Do whatever it is for you that is just ideal, because that's where we're going. We are going in our ideal day, our ideal life. So what else? What else would you be doing? Would you be writing songs, playing music, writing books, poetry, memoirs, letters to the special people in your life that you want to reach before you die? You want to do that. So you want to minimise your regrets. I'm talking about me, sorry. I want to minimise my regrets, for sure, because that is one of my biggest regrets in life is that I can have a lot of regrets in life, and I don't want that. No way. No way. So I hope you can connect with what is your ideal day. Just let stuff fall out of your head. You can go back over it, do it whenever you want. I get a lot out of going back over things when I do this stuff. And I made this little thing up about my ideal day, what I'd be doing. It's called My Ideal Day. Up at 4 and I'm looking for more, straight into my shoes and out the door. I'm ready to go and I never say no to a chance or a challenge or an opportunity. I get to shine my light for everyone to see, ticking all the boxes and I'm just being me. I'm living at the beach, I'm preparing a speech, I'm rolling in the money, making magic with my honey. Life feels so good, like I knew it would. We got it nice and tight, it never felt so good. And we're so in wine, we're making magic all the time. We decided we committed living life to the fullest, always giving of ourselves, adding value to the max, dotting I's, crossing T's, and taking time to relax. And we so in sync, we got to put it to ink, we got to do it, and then we review it. If we've fallen behind, we breathe new life into it. Life's so much fun, there's so much to be done. I'm so proud of myself because I know I'm the one to take a chance or a challenge or an opportunity to show the world how much I just love being me. Not the me that you think I should be, but the very, very, very best version of me. I'm Robbie C. I'm on a lifelong journey. And I love who I'm being, just being Robbie C. What's your ideal day?